Hey friends, I'm Stone, and welcome back to the Mountaintop Kitchen. Today we're going to brighten things up with a fresh citrus, soaking some golden bread in bourbon custard, and finishing that all up with a glossy passion fruit caramel that smells like sunshine meeting southern comfort. Let's bake some warmth into this day. Okay, so let's get started by making this lovely citrusy bourbon bread pudding with a passion fruit caramel topping. Oh my God, that sounds wonderful. Okay, now, while I was growing up, my mother wasn't really much of a baker or a cook. It was my grandmother that I learned from. But there was one thing that my mother did make, and that was bread pudding. Now, the bread pudding was okay. It wasn't my favorite thing to eat as a child. And I've kind of stayed away from it because it wasn't really something that I liked all that much. But I'm thinking nostalgically today, and I thought, you know, what if I went back in time, took that recipe, and upgraded it to something that I'd like? So that's what I'm doing today. So I'm adding a little bit of citrus, and I'm adding some passion fruit and some bourbon. We're going to spice this up and make it a nice fall bread pudding dessert. So let's get started. I'm going to cut up, you can use basically any type of bread, like a French bread or brioche, whatever you have around. We're going to cut this into about 1-inch cubes. So I'm just going to slice down the middle. I have a bread knife here. Now, you're supposed to use day-old bread. If your bread is a little too fresh, mine is a day old, but it's feeling a little fresh still. So I'm going to pop it into the oven after I cut it into cubes at about 300 for about 10 minutes to kind of crisp up the edges. Okay, so let's just keep cutting this bread. I'm going to cut down this way now, down the middle. And I'm just going to cut this into cubes now. Like we said, about 1 inch. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'm going to pop it into the oven. So as soon as I have this ready, we'll be right back. Okay, while we have our cubes of bread in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes, getting a nice crispy edge on the pieces, the about 1-inch square pieces, we're going to go ahead and zest 1 large orange into our bowl. Being careful not to get any of the pithy part. This zest is going to make this bread pudding sing along with the bourbon. We've got some nice golden raisins to add in. Okay, that's about it for the orange. I'm going to cut this in half now and squeeze out about, 1 tablespoon of juice. So let's go ahead and do that. We do not want any seeds, of course, if you get any, about a tablespoon of juice. I think that's good right there. We can get rid of this. And in advance, I have prepared a 9 by 13-inch casserole pan, which I am going to bake this bread pudding in. So it's lightly greased and it's sitting here ready. So let's continue. We have some cream. Plop that in there. All of this is so easy. There are quite a few ingredients, but you just mix everything together. I'm going to go ahead and put in my 4 eggs so that I can break them up easily. That's 1 and 2. If you're getting eggshell in, just fish it out. And 3. And 1 more. 4 eggs total, 4 whole eggs, large eggs. And then let's just whisk this up, break up the eggs a little bit into the heavy cream. Okay, then we can add in our milk. And our sugars. We have some brown sugar. And we have some granulated sugar. Let's just whisk all that together. You might need a bigger bowl. I'm kind of stretching it here. I'll be close, but I'll be okay. Okay, we have about 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Get that in there. I have some cinnamon, salt, and nutmeg. And about 3 tablespoons of bourbon. This is a good Kentucky bourbon. About 3, let me grab I don't want to over booze this up. It'll add nice warmth and flavor for your fall. Now that it's getting chilly out. So 1, 2, and 3 tablespoons of bourbon. That's all you need. Okay, and that's it for our nice custardy liquid. So let's just get this all mixed up, and we'll be back in just a few minutes with our breadcrumbs, a little bit dried out from being in the oven, and we'll add in this nice custard topping to get soaked up into the bread. This is going to be so good. It already smells good. That nice fall cinnamon nutmeg smell. Okay, so let me go get the breadcrumbs, and we will be right back. Okay, so we're back. I've taken the 1-inch cubed bread squares out of the oven. I had it in the oven at about 300 degrees for about 10 minutes, just to kind of crisp up the edges. If your bread is too fresh, you might want to do that. Okay, so we have made our nice custard that we're going to pour all over the breadcrumbs so they'll soak this up. So let's go ahead and do that. Just pour over all the breadcrumbs. Once we get this nice custard in there, we can press down on the bread a little bit to kind of get it to soak up the custard before we bake it. Just press down gently. You might want to try to mix it up a little bit just to get the breadcrumbs down into some of the liquid so they can start soaking up that beautiful custard liquid that we have in there. Okay, now what I have is, let's get that in there. I have some golden raisins that I'm going to sprinkle on top. Just evenly distributed across the top. And I have also decided to add just a little bit of chopped up pecans. So we have those as well. All right. So that's our raisins. I'm going to then sprinkle on a little bit of these chopped up pecans, just to add a little bit of extra crunch. There's not a whole lot here. You can leave these out, you can add them in, or you can have all pecans and no golden raisins, or you can use regular raisins. Whatever you like, you do you. Okay, that looks good. And then I have about 2 tablespoons of some melted butter here, unsalted. I'm just going to brush this across the top before we bake it. So just get some of these drier pieces covered with some butter, the ones that are across the top here, and everything should be fine. Okay, we're going to pop this in a conventional oven at about 350 Fahrenheit, about 175 Celsius, for about 45 to 55 minutes. So we're going to pop this in the oven, and as this is baking, we're going to come back and start to work on our nice passion fruit caramel drizzle topping that we're going to put on this after it's baked and warm. All right, into the oven it goes. Okay, while our bread pudding is in the oven baking, let's start making our nice passion fruit caramel topping. All right, I'm just going to add some sugar into my saucepan here, granulated sugar, and a little bit of water. And I'm going to just mix that up a little bit until it's, mostly dissolved. when you make caramel, once you start heating this up, you don't want to stir. First of all, it's very hot. Word of caution, do not get anywhere near hot sugar water while it's boiling. You don't want to stir it or it will crystallize. Okay, we have that pretty much dissolved. I'm going to put this on a medium heat. When this starts to bubble and turn a nice dark amber color, that's how you know it's ready. Okay, our sugar water has taken on a nice dark amber color. And so now it's time to go ahead and put in our cold butter. Now be careful because you do not want to splatter any of this. And you want to mix it quickly. I have a long wooden spoon. It is going to bubble up. Just mix this until your butter has melted. I had this butter chilling in the refrigerator, cut into cubes. You do want to use cold butter. It helps to temper the caramel. Then we have our room temperature heavy cream that we're going to add in. Again, it's going to bubble up. So just keep stirring. And we're going to turn the heat off. Be careful because it will splatter. You do want to have a deep pan. Whenever you're making caramel, you do want to have a deep pan. Okay, I'm going to take this off of the heat quickly. Okay, I'm going to take this off the heat. I'm going to carefully move this over. And I'm going to add in, keep stirring, add in my bourbon. My 3 tablespoons of passion fruit juice. And a pinch of salt. There we go. And this will firm up a bit as it cools down. So to help that, I'm just going to pour it into this metal bowl. And you can see it's a beautiful color and it smells very nice. There we go. Okay. So now it's time to go get the bread pudding out of the oven. So we'll be right back. Oh my God, doesn't this look lovely? Oh my God, it smells so good. That nice golden brown. We can see the pecans and the golden raisins on top. I cannot wait to dig into this, to be honest with you. I'm really looking forward to it. I want to see if taking my childhood dessert that my mother used to make, one of the very few that she did, that I really didn't like, and trying to take it to a new level by adding some citrus and making a nice bourbon, custardy. Oh my God, I can't wait. And also our caramel, our passion fruit caramel sauce that we're going to pour on top. Let's get right into this, shall we? I have my caramel sauce right here, and I'm ready to go. Okay, so let's dig in. I'm just going to go in here and get a corner of this out. Oh my God, this is looking so good. There we go. I'm going to pour some of my caramel sauce on top. Look at that. Oh my God, that is looking so good. I don't want to get too much. Let's try this citrus bourbon bread pudding with passion fruit caramel sauce. It's nice and warm. Okay, Mom, you got me started, but now this is perfection. That caramel sauce with the passion fruit really takes us to the next level. And the nice oranginess that's inside of the bread pudding, the crunch of the pecans, and those sweet golden raisins. This is absolutely delicious. And it doesn't hurt that there's a little bourbon in there. Delicious. Please make this and eat it while it's warm. No, and if you have not subscribed already, please hit that little button right down there. And if you like this recipe, how about trying the one right up here? I think you're going to like it too. I'm going to keep on eating as always. See you later. Look at that. Oh, those glistening golden raisins. That caramel sauce with passion fruit. Bye.